Hi there, how you doing? I'm Robert Renman, and today I want to talk about playing funky rhythm guitar. There's something about that funky groove that's so contagious. So let's discuss some of my ideas about how to play this kind of stuff. What makes it funky and what makes it not funky? Well, first of all, I'm going to start with a metronome. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 90 beats per minute. And I'm going to be sort of just jamming around a E7 vamp. And see what happens. So if I only, let's say I play the chord, the E7 on the quarter notes, and I do some fills and stuff in between, see what that sounds like. 2, 3, 4. Well, the licks made it better, but still it's pretty lame way of playing funk because it's too static. There's not enough happening rhythmically speaking because the chord is just coming on the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just kind of played it randomly on any quarter note. So what we can do next is to play, let's focus on 8 notes. And what I can do then, what I should do with my right arm is to start swinging it up and down, because then I automatically get 8 notes. So the quarter notes are going to be at the same spot as before. 1, 2, 3, 4. But now I play and on the upstroke. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. So that's 8 notes. So anytime I have an upstroke, I'm playing on the and. So we can jam. I'll jam a little bit more with this idea and add the chords either on the quarter note or in between, because I could play straight sometime, and I can play the chord on the 1 and, the 2 and, the 3 and, the 4 and so on. We'll see if that makes it any better. 2, 3, 4. Well, it was better. It's actually a little hard for me to do this because I want to start doing more and more because it's fun to play this kind of stuff. But the problem here is that it still isn't funky enough, because I'm only doing either the quarter note or the 8th note, and it's much better than the first way, but it's still limiting because we want to have that last part in there that makes it really funky, and that is the 16th notes. So for the right hand, what we need to do now is to basically swing it up and down twice as fast. So instead of playing, we're gonna do and you can practice that to the metronome. Just mute all the strings, put your left hand fingers across the strings and just swing up and down. So I'll do first quarter notes. Right? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 8 notes. Just add the upstrokes, right? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So to make it 16th notes, just swing up and down twice as fast. And now we have taken one measure and divided it into 16 little pieces of time. So when we play chords, solo, lead, whatever you want, you can now, by practicing, you can get good at finding all these individual 16th notes and play your chord or your lick or your landing note, starting note, and any of those spots. And you have a huge variety of ideas coming out of that, because the rhythm is so important to playing, even, of course, playing rhythm guitar, of course, but even lead ideas and licks and stuff. You can do so much by displacing where you start and end an idea. So let's fool around with this rhythm a little bit more, this vamp on the E7. So now I'm going to combine quarter notes, 8th notes, and 16th notes, and see whatever kind of groove I come up with. Some might be really good, some might be so-so, but it's a good practice. So this is something you should definitely practice. Put on the metronome. In my case, I'm using it 90 beats per minute. Start funking around on the 16th notes. Remember, your right hand's got to go like this. So you have to do your muting with your left hand. Because if you don't swing your arm up and down, your timing is going to be poor, most likely. So I'm going to just try and add cool accents and cool spots for these chords and ideas and see what it sounds like. This 16th note addition is what makes it funky. Experiment with this technique. Practice with a drum machine is a good idea. There is actually a drum machine online that I really like practicing to. I'll add a link here in YouTube description. You can find a direct link to it there, because it has 16 notes laid out, so you can add the kick drum or the snare or the hi-hat and either of those 16 notes. And then you can practice finding those accents. I mean, you can practice playing right behind the quarter note. The 16th note is right behind the quarter note or right before. Or this way, right before. That leads to a common rhythm that you probably heard the last one I played, and so on. I mean, you have 16 different ways to decide where your chord goes. So experiment with this and practice to a drum machine, and make sure you always know where the 1 is for the measure, and you should know where the 1, 2, 3, and 4 are at all times. All right. Thanks for watching, and until next time, salut!